Hey guys, Elusive TCG here again with another video. This video comes from semi-final from the recent community tournament. We have Costa on a Eruption Rai deck, which is like a bursty OTK deck. And then we have Forbidden Aether on a Fire Zander control deck, where he wants to get to level 3 and use his advanced element as much as he can. Costa was the only Rai to make top 8, so this is the only Rai that did make top 8, and then Forbidden Aether was one of the 2 Zanders that made top 8. Rolling for turn, both rolled the same number, so they re-roll. Oh, and it looks like Costa will be going first. Alrighty. So I thought we'd record and commentate the semi-final games just for some more content for you guys, some more gameplay content. I know there's been a lot of awesome box openings recently on YouTube, but I thought it'd be great to actually have some actual gameplay content also. Alrighty, so we're starting off. Costa is going first. It looks like he's figuring out what to do. Strong plays early for Rai is definitely an encountering danger, which gives him a chance to draw a card, put a card into his memory, and forces the opponent to put a card into their memory. He's then paying 3, and he's going to be playing Creative Shock, which makes him, he can draw 2 cards and then discard a card, which gives him the option then to discard a floating memory so he can level up easier later. On to Forbidden Aether's turn. He's gone into his turn. Looks like his hand is not as good. No Creative Shock. He does have Hasty Messengers though to get floating into the drop. He will be playing a Hasty Messenger to get that floating in the drop. So swings for 1, on attack he discards and then draws a card. Draws into a Flame Sweep. He does have some more floating if you'd like to play another Hasty. He is deciding to play a Hasty and get rid of Idle Thoughts though instead of the Veteran Soldier, which is interesting. So 2 floating in for Forbidden, only 1 floating in for Costa. Costa is going into the level up, I believe. So he will not have to pay any cards from his memory. He'll be putting Rai in, and he'll be paying the Banishment floating memory from his graveyard. So he'll grab the floating memory, put it into his Banishment, and then he gets to go to level 1 Rai for free. Back to his hand, brings cards back, draws for turn. So the aim of the game for the Fire Rai player is to get to their big combo. Big combo is to go into this huge Ember Song Fireball combo, where it does a lot of damage. It's a big build up of fire cards. The more fire cards you have, the more damage it does. Where Forbidden Aether's, I guess, end game is to get to his advanced element, heal a lot, and deal a lot of damage with his reveal mechanic. Cool, so Costa's just figuring out what he wants to do. Looks like he's going to be doing a Creative Shock here. Oh. What will he be doing? Oh no, he's going for the Library Witch Cremation play. So he pays 2 for the Library Witch. He's then going to pay 3 for the Cremation Ritual, which will kill his Library Witch. He'll draw 2 for the Cremation Ritual, and he'll draw 1 for the Library Witch dying, for a total of 3 cards drawn. Very good draw, +1. What is he thinking next? Looks like he'll be playing a Creative Shock for another floating memory. He's getting very lucky with his floating memory. So perfect Creative Shock is a Creative Shock into discarding a floating. So Creative Shock, draw 2, discard a card after he draws 2. He'll obviously be hitting that floating memory, putting it in there so he can level up or do whatever he wants to with it next turn. And then he passes to Forbidden Aether. Forbidden Aether's probably going to be doing the same, as in he'll be leveling up. Wants to get to level 3 as fast as he can, so he'll be going to level 1 Zander. We'll be using that floating memory to obviously pay for it, so he doesn't lose any cards. He gets to Glimpse 2. Looks like he's got a Creative Shock and Uncover the Plot there. He's going to put a Creative Shock on top so he can get more floating out as well. Cards come back and he'll draw for turn. Swings with the Hasty, draw a discard draw, which is always great to filter those floatings out. And then he'll probably be looking at the Creative Shock here as well, just to keep going with the floating memory to level up. Yep, going for that creative. Draw 2 and discard. He will be discarding that Veteran Soldier probably here. Yep, which gives him more floating. So Forbidden Aether's sitting on 3 floating, whereas Costa is sitting on 1 floating currently. Costa has 6 fire cards in his drop, so technically is able to do his combo for approximately 17 damage currently. Looks like Forbidden Aether has passed to Costa. Costa has popped Grand Crusader's Ring to draw a card. Looks like he's popping it, yep. So 0 cost, draw 1 card, probably the staple for all decks at the moment. Costa is sitting on 10 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards here. So he has a lot of cards to play with. He does not have the full combo yet. He's looking for his Ember Song for his Erupting Rhapsody combo. He does need it. Whereas it feels like Forbidden Aether next turn will go into level 2 and be trying to push it into that level 3 as fast as he can to try and avoid it. Costa is counting his fire cards at the moment, so has 5 fire cards. 1 Library Witch in there, so that's not counted for his combo to do damage. Has a little dice here to show how many fire he's got. Thinking about what he's doing. Looks like he may be going for some form of Sparkle Light potentially, or does he believe he's able to do something here else? Is he thinking of maybe some form of just a Rhapsody Fireball to do damage? I don't know how much damage he will do with that though. He's thinking against it currently, I think. Crave Shock would be a good play here, in my opinion, if you'd like to keep looking for those pieces. Also, if Rai discards a fire card when he Crave Shocks, he does deal 2 damage, so you can get some damage on the board potentially as well, seeing as Costa has taken 3 damage. Oh, he's playing a Hasty Messenger for a discard draw. He looks like he's going to go for the Hasty Messenger. Oh, but there's a Spontaneous Combustion in response to the attack. So Costa will still get the draw and the discard and the draw, but Spontaneous Combustion will kill it when it attacks. Oh, looks like he's not doing it yet. He will once it swings, obviously. So he swings. Oh, he's decided against it apparently. Alright. So it means Costa does get to Ignite the Soul if you'd like to kill that Hasty Messenger, just to stop Forbidden Aether from filtering his deck as fast as Costa is. That will probably be the goal here potentially. Oh. Or maybe just a Crave Shock also could be the play. When in doubt, yo Crave Shock, yo. That's the plan. Yep, he is doing that Crave Shock, so draw 2, discard 1. He looks like he still hasn't hit those pieces yet. Does he want to discard a fire here to deal 2? Oh, discards the Sparkle Light to deal 2 damage. Will he choose to go face so he's more efficient with the Ignite the Soul? Looks like he is. He deals 2 damage to the face with the Crave Shock. And it looks like he will then Ignite the Soul, the Hasty Messenger, just to stop the filtration of Forbidden Aether. So, Hasty Messenger goes down. And yep, looks like he has passed his turn to Forbidden Aether. Forbidden Aether now into Material Step. Goes into the Poisoned Dagger. He's going to try and do some damage next turn by the looks of it. Not sure what though, as he does have a lot of Luxem in his hand and he is only level 1. Going for an Idle Thoughts. Idle Thoughts is showing a Flame Sweep, an Uncover the Plot, a Veteran Soldier, and a Gleaming card. So a lot of Luxem on its way. So he does want to get to level 3 as fast as he can to use this Luxem. He will play a Hasty Messenger here, discard and draw a card, maybe trying to look for something of some sort. He does discard a Flame Sweep to draw a Flame Sweep. Although he did know that after he Idle Thoughts, so interesting, very interesting. Looks like he's just passed to Costa. Costa is bringing out a material. He's brought out a Fire Resonance Bauble. Cards come back and draw for turn. He's still missing that Ember Song, although he now does have Rhapsody Fireball, and he does have 9 cards in the drop. So he does have lethal if he was to Rhapsody Fireball. And I feel like Forbidden Aether has nothing to stop that in the deck. So this should be game here if he's to Rhapsody Fireball. With over 9 cards, it would be 10. Yeah, so he's going for it. He's going for Rhapsody. So he will remove cards from his drop. For each card, he will gain a level. He shows he does have 9 fire cards in the drop, so he will go to level 10. But because it was not played before, because a melody was not played beforehand, this will not deal damage. But he doesn't care. He's got fireballs ready to go anyway that will do the damage that needs be. So yep, he's now level 10. He's then going to throw a fireball for 10 damage. Forbidden Aether is just going to have to take it. He does have no defense for it. And then Costa's then just going to throw another fireball for 10 damage. And that is game 1 done. On to sideboard now. I wonder what Forbidden Aether is going to try and pull out here to try and maybe fix the matchup, or maybe whether he wants to go first or second, or what he wants to do to change things here. That was very good by Costa. A lot of filtration, killing the hasty message on the other side to stop filtration when he could. Kind of what you want to do in this matchup, as I feel as though if Forbidden Aether doesn't get to level 3 very quickly, then he's going to have a rough time trying to do anything else. So it looks like he is doing he is adding some stuff potentially, or he's pulling some stuff out. So he's pulling out Flame Sweeps, fair enough. He doesn't run any cards. I don't think Costa would barely run any allies on the board, it's not worth it. He's also taking out Spontaneous Combustion, so he is getting all of the board control stuff out. He doesn't want to deal with it. He's now going to be potentially putting in, what's he got in here? 3 idols, okay. So it looks like he's put in, oh, if it shows me. So he's put in 3 idols, 2 Korhazis, a hasty, and a cremation ritual. Alright. Fair enough. I didn't see what Costa put in. I'm sure he probably will not be putting much in, as it is already a favourable matchup for him. On to game 2. Hopefully Forbidden Aether can pull this back here, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have a bit of a, a tussle and a best of 3 that goes all the way. Let's hope that does happen. But it is, as I said, it is a very unfavourable matchup. It looks like Costa has put a card in. He has put in a Deflecting Edge. Okay. Deflecting Edge just to deal with the board a little bit, I think, is what the go is. Also, if he Deflecting Edges a Korhazi Courier, he will then not get the on-hit effect that Korhazi gives, which is draw, discard, deal 1 if it's fire. Alright, on to game 2. Let's get going. So, is Forbidden Aether going to choose to go first or second? That is the question. Looks like they are potentially discussing something. Or maybe Forbidden Aether is trying to think on whether he wants to go first or second. Oh. Looks like Forbidden Aether will be going first. Yes, Forbidden Aether will be going first. Okay. That's what the arrows meant. Alrighty, here we go. So draws in. He looks like he has drawn 3 Luxem cards. He's drawn no filter cards, sadly. If only this game had mulligans. He's gonna have to play this. Probably have to play this Kingdom Informant out. If he wants to try and get something out, maybe harass him enough so he kills it. Or the Library Witch also just to draw and, I guess, semi-filter a card. But no Hasty Messenger, no Crave Shock. Always rough to see as a fire main. On to Costa's turn. Costa pulling out his Spirit, drawing 7 and then drawing 1 for turn. Oh, it looks... Oh, he's hit the nuts. Nope, no, there is no floating memory, so he hasn't hit the nuts. We'll see what he does actually draw on the creative, though. He draws a floating on the creative, then he's hit it. He's hit a good start for fire. Let's have a look. So he's going into the creative shock. Draw 2, discard 1. Or does he hit 1? He does not hit a natural floating memory. He's probably gonna have to do the second one. Oh, he will choose. Yep, he'll choose to do that, and he'll just creative shock again. I'm guessing he had to try and find one he can use to level up to level 1, just because those are class bonus floating memories. Here we go. He goes again, risking it for again. Draw 2, discard 1. Oh, and he hits 1. There you go. So it all ends up worthwhile. He does hit the floating memory. This is obviously, this one does not have a class bonus, so he's able to use this one to level up for free to level 1. He's also looking so far on the actual combo pieces. Looks like he has 2 Erupting Rhapsodies, but no Fireballs or Ember Songs. On to Fibinator. Fibinator looks like he's trying to come out pretty rough, pretty fast. He's pulled out a Poison Dagger instead of leveling up. I mean, he didn't want to probably lose cards anyway, but it looks like he wants to try and rush him down as fast as he can. So he took the 1. Looks like Fibinator passed, and it looks like Costa is now leveling up with his floating memory back to his turn. Man, these turns are quick. 5v fire. So much for long games. These games are very quick. Can barely keep up with commentary. Alright, looks like Costa may be pulling out a Cremation Ritual Witch, which is always a +1, as you draw 1 for the Witch dying, and you draw 2 for the Cremation Ritual. Losing 2 cards, gaining 3. Not many +1s in this game, so it is quite good to get a +1, especially in a deck where you need to find cards and you need a lot of cards to do the combo. Yep, looks like he's got it. So he's paying 2 for the Witch. He's then going to pay 3 for the Cremation Ritual to kill the Witch and draw a total of 3 cards. See what he can hit. Looks like he's going to potentially keep the Deflecting Edge up, as there is some pressure being formed on the board. Or will he just risk it and just put it down? Nope, he will be keeping Deflecting up just in case. He will still be going for that Cremation, Witch dies, he draws 3, hoping to find those pieces. He has found 1 more piece, Ember Song, so he now has Ember Song and Erupting. Technically, he has the full combo for the sole reason that he does have 2 Erupting Rhapsodies, so the second Erupting Rhapsody does make up for the Fireball. He can just do 2 Eruptings instead of Erupting Fireball. So all Costa now needs is he needs Fire in the drop. He currently has 4. And he needs 9 cards to cost for the combo. So Forbidden Aether is definitely on a clock here once again. He does need to get moving, get as much damage out. The only problem he has is he does have 4 Luxem cards in his hand, clocking him up a little bit. So Costa is sitting on 10 cards currently. He's in quite a comfortable position where he can play a card or 2 and still be in range to do his combo. So he will be playing some fire cards just to... Oh, he has given... Oh no, he's going to go to the face. Yeah, I was going to say, he was going to give a floating memory there. I mean, it is class bonus, but we're going to try and stick away from it probably. It looks like he's just thrown that out for an extra fire card because he still has enough for the combo anyway. Alright, he's going into level 1. He had to banish a card from his memory as he had no floating. He did hit a Luxem card, and now he's glimpsing 2. Looks like he's putting Korhazi Courier on the top to try and put some more output on. Is he going to pop and the Poison Dagger? He's not this turn. I think he's going to try and do it next turn maybe. He will be playing the Korhazi Courier though. This is where you would want the Sparkle Light. So he's dealing 1, draws a card, and then discards a card. Ooh, that's a big hit for Forbidden Aether. That is a huge hit. If he can Rending Flames next turn with the Dagger, he could actually steal this game if Costa isn't ready for it, and if he puts the Deflecting down, which he hasn't so far. So this is starting to warm up a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. This could be good. If Forbidden Aether can sneak out a win game 2 with Rending Flames without Costa being ready for it, then we're going to a game 3. This card here, you may banish 3 fire element cards from your graveyard. If you do, Rending Flames gains, whenever this attack would deal damage, it deals double that damage instead. Deflecting does counter it, but it's depending whether Costa keeps deflecting up for that or not, not knowing it's coming. Has not seen it so far. He's asking where the extra damage went from. It's because when Korhazi attacks, you draw a card. If you discard a fire card, you take an extra damage. Alright, how does Costa play this next turn? This next turn is whether is Costa winning or losing this game. How much fire is in the drop? Does he have enough just to kill him even? That's something we should also probably look at. So 5 fire in the drop, including Ember Song will be 6. 6 and 7 is 13. It would not be enough damage right now to do it. So will he be safe and keep that deflecting up, not knowing potentially what is coming, or will he put it down? We'll see. He is pulling out a ring just to draw some more cards, have some more things to play with. Which will be putting him at 10 cards, or now 11 cards, even more. If he's able to ignite the soul and then do his combo, he could potentially have lethal this turn. Because what, it'd be 6, 7, it'd be 7 and 8. Which would be 15, 18, it'd be 1 off still. So yeah, he will pop that GCR and draw a card. He has found another Rhapsody that has 3 Rhapsodies in his hand. That's a lot of damage if he could play them all. But sadly, he is 1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You need 12 cards to play all 3. It looks like he's igniting the soul. Oh. This might actually be lethal because we gain the damage here, actually. I think this is lethal, funnily enough. He's going for it. So Ember Song, this is now 7 fire in the drop, which will make him level 8, dealing 8, and then it'll be level 9, dealing 9. So this is actually game. Very unlucky for Forbidden Aether. He didn't really have a choice there. Did have a big card coming next turn, but it looks like Costa has 2-0 Forbidden Aether with the Erupting Rhapsody combo. He did try to get cards out as fast as he could, but sadly Costa did have a good draw and did get into good creative shocks there, which is the way the cookie crumbles. Wasn't much flowing memory for Forbidden Aether. So unlucky on his part. This puts Costa into the finals, and we will be waiting for the other semi-finals to be played to see which one will then go into the finals to verse Costa. Thanks guys, very quick video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please let me know and I'll keep making them. And then yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time.